Hello everybody, my name is Petr Koutný and today I'm going to show interesting chess game coming from Sinquefield Cup 2022. And why this game is interesting? Because Alireza Firouzja with black pieces will be too passive, too weak, and I can't understand what's happened. He became second best chess player on the world, and since this time he's falling down. He's playing not amazing chess. Exactly, I mean he's not playing good chess at all. And you will see this game. It will be level position. Nepomniachtchi will have slight edge. Nothing else, but Alireza will be too passive and he will lose this game without nearly any fight. So let's watch this game till end because you will see what's happened, and let's follow this game because this game is coming from one of the most strongest and maybe famous chess tournament on the world, Sinquefield Cup 2022. So one more time, Nepomniachtchi is playing nice and he is white, and Alireza Firouzja is black, and maybe we will understand what's happened later on. So welcome, let's enjoy and let's watch. Here we are still in the main theory where both players are going to exchange some minor pieces, but what I'm enjoying here is this strong light squares bishop. Just watch how this bishop is doing a great job, and maybe because this bishop is in the center. Center is the most important part of the chessboard, and yes, this bishop here is a great piece. So maybe for this reason, white is not happy to be pawned down, because this is exactly the right way how to play for advantage, to have better minor pieces. Okay, bishop d6 happened and rook b1. Now there is a big pressure against b7 pawn, and Nepomniachtchi doesn't mind to see Firouzja's move. He played move f5, and maybe he is hoping for this exchange on b7. Looks like that's not a bad move to get a back pawn. But after this exchange, maybe this position is level, because white missed his best piece and he exchanged this piece. So Nepomniachtchi decided correctly to not go for this variation, and even his pawn down, he came to g2. And he believed that activity sometimes, or just now, is much more important than one single pawn. That's nice. So short castle, bishop e3 tempo, and I think that stronger was queen c4. Alireza came to a5, but that's a first sign that something is wrong with him. If we have two options, to be active or to be less active, it's a good idea to go for most active move, and I'm absolutely sure that square on c4 is much more active than square on a5. So okay, Alireza played queen a5, and now Nepo is active. He played move c4 with a nice threat c5 or c6 as well. So one player is active and one player is playing for advantage, and the second player, who used to be second best chess player on the world, it's only passive. Okay, he will not be passive forever, but this position is unpleasant for black. This bishop is still great and doing amazing job, and another bishop is still amazing too, and both of these bishops are doing a great job, and black's queen side is under pressure, and that's a nice position because let's see what is doing black army here? Two rooks are without any plan, and black's light squares bishop on c8. It's terrible passive. So black position it's hard, and it's not easy to play this position. So Alireza now is playing move f4, hoping for some kind of exchange, because yes, that's true that if you are under pressure, it's a good idea to exchange some pieces and maybe exchange of pressure for maybe a little bit worsened position. But why to be hurry? Because one of the golden chess advice, if we have advantage, is not to be hurry. So bishop d4, bishop e5, and queen b2. Okay, yes, of course, this variation is still giving white nice edge. You know, c5 pawn is winning some squares, d6 and b6, and because of this pawn, I am not worried to tell you that white is enjoying space advantage. And the difference between white's activity of white's pieces, and not nice passivity of black pieces is huge. So even here, black is pawn up. This position is hard for him to be played, and white is better. But that was only variation, and here Nepo decided to go queen b2, and after this exchange, let's see that the center is important, and nearly every piece in the center is the best piece. So the best white piece, queen, is now doing amazing job in the center, and queen on d4, that's amazing piece. And now I think that Alireza is playing nearly losing move. It was interesting to take another pawn. Okay, Alireza is worst, but for 2 pawns now is a question how white will play for compensation. 1 pawn, okay, but 2 pawns sometimes is enough. So, but he played move e5, and he agreed to go for endgame. That's a maybe brave decision, but maybe not such a brave. Yes, of course. Check on d5, exchange, and here the difference between this bishop and this bishop, it's not here forever, because right now white decided to go for endgame, and he's taking finally pawn back. So, okay, he took on b7 and he took on c8. Rook d1, and still maybe this position is not lost for black. But I'm still hoping that white has advantage, mainly because of stronger rooks. Yes, but of course, somebody will tell you that nearly every rook endgame is draw, and maybe he's not wrong. But this position is unpleasant, and if I have choice, or I should play this position for white, not for black. So, okay, this exchange happened, and now rook d5. It's important in an endgame to attack opponent pawns, and it's important to be active, and that's exactly what I mean if I'm telling you that I don't understand what's happened with Alireza. Yes, there is an option to go rook b2, and at the end of this variation you will see that this position is bad. It's bad for black, but still black has another option, and he played a rook b4, exchange, and rook a5. And this is a critical position of this game. And I think that the right way how to play this position is to go rook c2. The right way is to be active. And maybe here, say, I will play this position as a variation. I think that here black's got chance for draw. Of course, not for more, only draw. But this position, it's not far from to be saved. Not many pawns, only rooks. Okay, there's a chance, but Alireza played a rook c6, and this is a too passive. And this is a deadly passive. So black is losing after this move because Nepo will play amazing rook endgame. So if you don't believe me, let's watch how he is going to play this position. So he is going to improve his king, that's nice. f4, he is going to take more space, and e4, and one more time, center. How center is important if there is somebody doing good job. Rook b6, another passive move and another wasting move. So, okay, to be opened, I think that h6 and this variation is much more stronger for black, but I can't believe that even here black will survive. So he played after e4, rook b6, and nearly game over. Now f5, okay, g4 is stronger to win more space, but f5 happened, and now another wasting move without any sense. Maybe stronger was to go to king f6 and now g5, and still, hopefully, black has hope to survive. It's not easy, it's difficult, and it's tough for black, but there is at least chance. After this move, g4, and now black is without any hopes, without any chance, and he is lost. Okay, it's important to be active if your opponent is passive. So rook a4 and rook c4. Important is to go forward and win more and more space to be active. And what's most important is to attack opponent pawns. So okay, e5, that's a space. And now rook c6, another attack. Say pawn on a6 is in a danger. Check. And king e4 and forward. Of course, this king still is in the center, so two white pieces are in the center, and that's a motorway for victory, and these pawns are winning pawns, and nothing else to be said. That, yes, that's game over. White pieces, white king, it's terrible, much more time active than black's king. This rook is doing amazing job, and finally here even black is pawn up. That's not enough, because activity and passivity, that's a different. So king f7 and 1 2 3 steps, only 3 moves, and white is winning. Okay, I still don't understand what's happened. Yes, this variation is nice. Why I don't understand what's happened? Because Alireza used to be great chess player. He is young, super talented, but something wrong happened to him. Because this is not Alireza Firouzja, and this is not a guy where lots of people believe that this guy has a chance to be next world chess champion. Unfortunately, something's wrong with him, and I believe and finger crossed he will be back, and he will be stronger, and he will show to everybody that he is the man who will be next world chess champion. Here Alireza resigned, so we are at the end of this video, and we are at the end of this game. At the end, I like to thank you for watching, attention and your time, and I hope that you enjoyed. If I am right, feel free and press like or press follow, and made my day. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and see you soon. Bye bye.